Let's talk about this new development with our political panel. We have from Madison, Republican State Representative Adam Nealon, and Democratic strategist, former President Obama's State Communications Director and founder of Zepecki Communications, Joe Zepecki. All right, Joe, let me begin with you. What did you hear? You were listening to the special report here from Speaker Pelosi. Is this a situation of be careful what you wish for?
Yes, and I think there's a lot of people are going to look at this and say, oh, this is the moment and it's on. There is a lot that has to play out here. In the next 2 days, we may see the whistleblower testify in closed session up on Capitol Hill. We need to see the acting director of national intelligence explain why this report was not turned over as called for in 50 U.S. Code 3033. That's the law the speaker was referring to. So there's a lot that needs to play out here, but every American concerned with the rule of law should be paying close attention to this and hoping for accountability if laws were broken or oaths were violated.
Right, and the speaker talking a lot about the violation of law. Representative Nealon, let me ask you this. When we're talking about what the conversation was with the Ukraine leader and whether or not the president asked the foreign leader to intervene in our election, what concerns do you have about if that dialogue did take place, and how much will Republicans press on this issue to try to get to the bottom of it?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that when you look at the statements made by the president, he's saying that he feels comfortable releasing the transcripts. So I look forward to reading those transcripts, and I don't think he'd be so forthcoming with those transcripts and the statements that he has made if he thinks there is a smoking gun. So I look forward to this conversation. I think that there will be a lot there that proves that this is a continued witch hunt and that this is more politically motivated than it is about the rule of law.
So let's talk about the president's comments, just tweeting within the last few minutes after Speaker Pelosi. And here are some of the things he is saying. Such an important day at the United Nations, so much work and so much success. And the Democrats purposely had to ruin and demean it with more breaking news, witch hunt garbage, so bad for our country. Joe, let me ask you this. When you look at what is in that conversation, it comes down to that. Was there a quid pro quo? In other words, did the president ask for something, withheld something, and really, will that be the smoking gun?
With all due respect, it's not that simple. And the president can have a temper tantrum and a meltdown crying witch hunt all he wants. But the U.S. Senate just passed by unanimous consent. Every Republican member of the United States Senate just passed a resolution saying we need to see this whistleblower report. The transcript is not enough. This whistleblower is on the inside of the intel community, filed a report, did everything they were supposed to do. Why won't the president right now say, we'll release the report tomorrow? Clearly something is going on here.
And Representative Nealon, that's the bottom line here. Do you think Republicans need to get on board with what is in this report, what was said, what was the conversation?
Republicans will get on board with this and we'll look into it, but I think overall it sure seems like Democrats are more concerned about removing the president than they are addressing the challenges facing the American people. We should be working together to really tackle problems like our aging infrastructure, and instead Democrats continue to attack the president and try to remove him from office, and they simply put don't have the votes to remove him from office. So I think this is a mistake, and we should get back to doing the work of the people and addressing the challenges facing our country.
In fact, we're asking people on our Facebook page, which you can go to right now and take a vote, because all of this is happening with about 13 to 14 months until the November 2020 election. If we can pull that up, I want to let you know this is what people are saying so far. There is the question, which is, do you think Democrats should move forward now with the process to impeach the president, or no, wait until the election? And so we are looking forward to hear your response on that particular question. So far, more than 1,000 people have voted, so it is a hot topic. I want